Hi lovelies and welcome to the channel. So today I am sharing my video that is a part of the YouTube hop. I think this is my third that I've taken part in, and I have teamed up with some other fantastic Aussie YouTubers, and we take part in a little bit of a YouTube hop along. So if you haven't seen a hop before or not quite sure what it is, basically you follow the link that I'm going to put in the description below, and that'll take you to another video in the hop, and in that video there will be another link that leads you to another video, and so on and so forth. You follow all the links until you get right back here, and as an extra bonus, if you leave a comment on all our videos, you go in the draw to win a fantastic prize from our sponsor. And this month our awesome sponsor is the Aussie Kit Club Kitaholic Kits. I'm slightly biased. Yes I am. I'm lucky enough to be on the design team, and let me tell you that the prize is going to be great because Kitaholics rocks. So the theme for this hop is Winter Wonderland, and I'm laughing because, well, it is winter, yes, but I live on the Gold Coast. We don't get much snow up here. We don't get much cold at all, which is why I really struggled with this. First off, I am applying some distress ink to my background. Now, I wanted to point it out because I'm noticing there's lines in the middle of my ink, and I couldn't for the life figure out what was happening. And then I did. It's been happening on my last few layouts when I've done the packaging technique, and it's from when I run my fingernail over the plastic to transfer the ink. I just worked it out tonight. You would have seen me make that connection maybe. So yes, I have to stop doing that. But that's where I'm going to put my photo now I've worked out. So a little bit of a tangent, but I'm starting with a photo of me in my lovely PJs. Now these are my absolute favourite PJs. I've had them for years. My mum bought them for me so many years ago. I can't even tell you how long I've had them. But they're my favourite. They're too big, they're really baggy, but they're comfy and they're warm. Now, you know it's cold when I crack out these PJs and my Ugg boots because it doesn't happen much. Winter lasts for like 5 days up here, but it's been really, really cold. We've had a really bit of a big cold snap lately, and it's been really cold. So I never wear Ugg boots. I don't wear my dressing gown. What used to happen is whenever I cracked out my PJs or my dressing gown or my Ugg boots, my husband would take a photo and send it to my mum because it was such a rarity. So this photo is just a random happy snap that my husband took when I finally got on my PJs and my Ugg boots out. He looks at me and goes, "Wow, it must be cold if you've got those PJs out." So he had to take a photo. So I thought, what a perfect photo to include for my Winter Wonderland layout. So there's no snow, it's not very winterish looking, but it shows me in my favourite winter PJs, so I thought it would be perfect. I've gone with the pink obviously because this is probably the pinkest thing I own. I actually happen to be wearing them now. It is the pinkest outfit I own. They're pink and blue striped, but they're my favourite. So enough about my PJs and onto the layout. So I did start with the packaging technique. I got out a few pink distress inks that I own. I was originally going for a light pink, but when I used my spun sugar, I got a really funny impression. So then I brought out the picked raspberry, and as you can see, that's pretty much what I've gone with. It's a lot pinker than I was expecting. Well, it's not. I knew how pink the picked raspberry was, but I didn't think I'd use it. It was a lot pinker than I was originally going for, but I figure it works. You know, these pajamas are pretty bright. I didn't do a lot to this layout. It sort of came together pretty quickly, actually, and I was really, really happy with it. So I didn't want to do too much to it. I really wanted to focus on the photo and the journaling, which is what I've done. This is a DIY embellishment that I made. I recently made some embellishments out of the printables and bits and pieces that I got in this month's Kitaholics kit. So I thought it was a good inclusion for this video, considering they are our fabulous sponsors this hop. I cut out the printables, put them together, and made a whole bunch of embellishments, and that video will be up on the Kitaholics blog in the next few weeks. And yeah, I pretty much left it at that. I put my title, and then I go with my my journaling. Now, I do more journaling than I'm used to doing, but I really wanted to tell the story behind this photo. When I've been scrapbooking, I've been focusing on the story behind the photos. So in my junk journals, in my traveler's notebooks, in my project life, and in my scrapbooking, obviously I'm really trying to write down the stories behind each day and each photo. And this one had a decent story behind it about how I got these pajamas and how it's really cold when I pull them out. Pretty much the story I told you and blabbed on about at the beginning of this video. But I really wanted that to go on this layout. So when it goes in my album and we go through these photos in a couple of years' time and all these layouts, my kids will get a laugh out of this story and this photo. So that's what I really wanted to focus on. So I didn't want to do too much to this layout. That's why I thought the handmade embellishment was a good inclusion, because it looks like I've done a little bit of embellishing, but I haven't really. I've just stuck it down with a doily. I've done a hand-drawn border. I did not like my border, actually. I got a little wonky on the right-hand side, but, I'm learning to just go with it. So now I'm using some thickers to put my title down. I didn't want a big title, but I did want winter to be the bigger part of my title. So I've used the thickers for that. And then I used my absolute favorite alphabet stamps to put in Our Kind of Winter. I was originally going to do this layout about how up here on the Gold Coast, we don't really have a winter. It doesn't generally get that cold. Now, when I say it doesn't get cold, it's cold to us, but it's like 13, 14, up to 16 degrees. Now, I know, considering there are other places like Sydney and that are down to like 2, 3 degrees, this is our kind of winter. That's cold. It's been 9, I think the coldest we've gotten is 9 degrees the other day, and I was freezing. So that's what I mean by our kind of winter. It takes that kind of temperature for me to crack these pajamas out and my Ugg boots, and to be seriously cold. So that's what I mean by our kind of winter. It's not like everyone else's winter. We don't like the cold here on the Gold Coast. It's why we live here on the Gold Coast. So anyway, that is my layout for this awesome Winter Wonderland YouTube hop. So like I was saying, follow the link in the description box below and head on over to the next video in the link. Don't forget to leave us all a comment to go in the running to win the awesome prize from this month's fabulous sponsor. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I'll see you real soon for more. Thanks for watching. Bye.